How's it going, beautiful people? Nope, nope, we're not. Nope, 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 nope. Let me back out of here. Nope, we're not doing this. So okay, I dropped off my load in the previous video, and then I needed to get some fuel and I needed to get some sleep. So I got some fuel and I got some sleep, and I ended up at Sea Horizon because the rest area is right around the corner. Like it's right there where those guys are just standing there. And then I said, you know. Oh, and I rear-ended the bus. Yeah, that was the thing. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna go see what Sea Horizon has to offer. And job-wise, they have a load, 28 hours delivery. Now I was shocked before because in one of my videos I pointed out there was a load that took 33 hours to do. Are you goddamn kidding me? Oh my god. Oh my god. Of all the goddamn times, where? Fuck, the steering in this game, man. He's right there. Like, what are you doing? Like, he's parked right there. So anyway, back to my story. I was shocked because I found a load that was 33 hours. Now, this one here was 28 hours in-game to do, which would anticipate maybe 5-6 hours in real life to do. Delivering a boat, rush delivery. It was an urgent delivery. The last one that we seen was like $238,000. This one here was $460,000. That's a lot of money. I don't have time to do that load. What are we doing? Why are we stopped here? Why did we stop? Does the train come on here? Well, it does. No, it doesn't. The bridge goes up for the train? I don't freaking know, man. I don't know how the state works. If I ever drive through the state in real life, I'll be screwed, man. I'm gonna screw some stuff up. Okay, so regardless, yeah, we're not doing the $460,000 load. I don't have time for this. That's gonna be like 6 hours. That's gonna be like my whole day just for one video. Now, so we are going to pick up a log loader machine. It's like the knuckle boom that we've done in the past, but it's not the knuckle boom. And I did make sure this time that the pickup location was close enough to my actual location. Oh my god, let's go speed it up. Not a patient guy in game, but it's weird because I'm a very patient guy in real life. Deep something root. Oh, it's one of these again, huh? At least we're not going like an hour and a half down the road. Nope, nope, gotta go this way. You like downshift? Like, how smart of an automatic are you? There it is. There's our load right there. I'll be perfect day for a screenshot too. It's beautiful outside, it's not raining. Feels like it's identical to the other one. It is identical to the other one, except the other one was like 45 minutes down a dirt road. This site is identical. Are you waiting? You waiting in line to go take a whiz, or is there a technical problem in the bathroom? I think you're waiting in line. You may wait up a long time. Like if they're taking a poop, you're gonna be standing there for a while. You might as well just go back to work. Here, boy. Go right in the back. Boom. Okay. Let's take a look at this bad boy. Let's take a look at this bad boy because I feel like it's gonna start raining. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Look at that. Look at that beauty. Ain't she a beaut? Hold on, hold on. Isn't this better? I think this is better. Yeah, let's do this. Let's keep going and see what other shots we can get. I like those articulating trailers. Oh, that's a good shot. That right there is a good shot. Boom. We're in the business of taking screenshots this morning. Oh. Look at that beauty. Alright, that's good enough. Let's go back. Alright. Take the flickers off, and off we go. Oh, hold the phone. I need this, I need this, I need this. And off we go. What's our journey? 6 hours. So, again, a little bit longer of an episode than what we normally do, but I guess it was like in between this or a 28-hour one. Okay, now we got the power to pull this, no problem. Just gotta watch our corners, because this is a little bit of a longer load than what we would normally do. Well, we do this all the time as well, but it's a longer trailer, so you just gotta anticipate the longer wheelbase. 30, huh? Just I was starting to get some speed, you're gonna just bring it right down. Oh my god. Just to stay I stopped. I hate it when it happens. I hate it with a passion. I heard it. Just kidding, just kidding. Don't be mad, I'm just kidding. Okay, now I gotta do a right turn. Right turn, right turn. I use both lanes. That's why I put my flicker way back there. Green means go. All right, on the road. On the road we go. Hummer! Can I go fast? I want to go fast. I want to go fast. Can I go fast? 55. Punch it. Punch it real good. Olympia. No idea where we're going. No idea. Usually the 6 hours away. Usually the who's that 7,000. Jesus Christ, Mark, man. Usually the forestry equipment, which came with the forestry DLC. Well, one, you pick it up in Washington. I think that's the only place you can pick it up. And two, I think when you're doing the load, it actually remains in Washington as well. Don't quote me on that. Not 100% sure. Deer crossing. I've never seen a deer. Yes, I think I have seen a deer in a game. The funniest thing is I saw horses, like wild horses. There's a bunch of them. Like I'm gonna say maybe like 10 of them. 10 wild horses as I was driving down the highway in the game, and I happened to glance, I happened to see them on the right in the field, and I looked in the field, and it was the most hilarious thing I've ever seen in a game. It was a JPEG image of 2D rendered black, completely black horses, not moving, just galloping. It was a JPEG image. Like it was horrible. It was the most horrible. Like, I suck at Photoshop, and I mean I suck at Photoshop. I could have done a better job than that. That was a total joke, and I don't think it was in the Washington DLC. It would be nice to have real wildlife. It would be super nice to have real wildlife, and it would be nice to have, like, if you hit wildlife in the middle of the night or something, it would be nice to have damage. Oh shit, I gotta go here. Sorry, bro. Sorry, bro. I didn't mean to, bro. I got goofed up on that one. My GPS there, I don't have the voice activation. Okay, well, that's a Ford, so we know we're gonna go faster than him. I'm a Chevy kind of guy. I'm a GM kind of guy. That's a Ford. Ford's gonna be going slow. Surprising he can go this fast, period. Oh, he's taking us over. Oh my god. Oh my god. I think you heard me. I think you heard me. That looks like a platinum edition too. Alright, we're cruising. 65 miles an hour down the road in Washington. We got 4 hours and 50 minutes to go to our journey. Let me get all comfy and stuff on my chair. Ooh. We're exiting. We didn't cruise too far. Okay, I need room here. Don't you do it. I'm coming. Are you bastard? Are you kidding me? That was not nice, Plaster and Sons. I'm on a rush here, man. I gotta deliver this machine. My time is money, money is time. Can I pass him? Pretty please. He's got a cheap truck that can't haul gypsum boards, drywall boards. Woo! Come on, man, I got like double the weight. You've just been passed by a Freightliner with double the weight. Motherfucker! I'm not driving recklessly. Wow, I could be. But I'm still obeying the limit. This is where I had to go. See, I just had to backtrack the same place again. This is the dirt. No, this is not the dirt road. But I've been here though. Yeah, that's gotta be that dirt road. No, that's not it. I've been up there though. I've been here before. Well, I've been up that one. Oh well. Potato, potato. Woo, it's pretty. 4:30 in the afternoon. We are expected to be there at 8:30 at night. 3 hours and 55 minutes. Great, Jack. I think he's just jealous that my truck's got more balls than his truck. He had to brake check me. Hey, I know you got power, and I know you can pass me. I know you got a fancy truck, and I know you got money. Just back off, okay? I'm jealous. Just back off. You be gelling. Everybody be gelling. Go over. Probably shouldn't have, because I think the speed limit just changed here. Nah, we're good. 50. I'm just overpassing you, okay? It's not gonna take very long. And there you go, we're done. So for 50 limit, we're gonna cruise it at 60. Here we go. I do that in real life all the time. 10 over, that's it. No more than 10 over. Hence, I've never had a speeding ticket in my life. I am 33 years old. I've driven 2x, 4x, 6x, and even, yes, these big suckers that go psh, psh when you press on the brakes. I've driven all of them. And I've never had a speeding ticket in my life. Never been pulled over for speeding. It's not true. I got pulled over once for, I guess you could call it speeding. I was back home, and it was 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night, and so in between my town and the other towns, as everywhere else, there's like little villages that you have to slow down to like 70 or something kilometers an hour, or sometimes 60. And I was behind a vehicle, and every Washington, 1 of 3, nice. Every opportunity that I had to pass this driver, he would speed up, and then when I couldn't pass him, he would slow down. And I was getting frustrated. After like half an hour of doing this, we got to another village, and as we were exiting the village, I noticed there was a car coming, but the car was far away. So I'm like, wow, I got all the room in the world. So I punched it. And I passed him at 140 kilometers an hour. 140 kilometers an hour is 50 kilometers an hour over the speed limit here in Ontario, and that is, as per the law, an automatic seizure of your vehicle, roadside suspension of your driver's license, and yeah, so on. But listen, I was passing the guy. I was frustrated and this and that. So anyway, that's when I was a firefighter. So my vehicle was, in the back of my vehicle there was stickers, letters, saying that I was part of the fire department, and my plates on my vehicle were under my name, although I was issued a government emergency response vehicle sticker to go on my plate, just like the police have. Exempt kind of plate. My plate wasn't exempt, I still had to pay my plates, but I had an emergency response government issued sticker on. So anyway, obviously the car coming was a cop, my luck, and I passed the other guy at 140, and as soon as he, I guess, crossed me on the road, he turned around, and I seen him turn around in my mirror, so I obviously pulled over to the side of the road right away, and I waited because I knew he was coming for me, and he did. He turned his lights on and he came for me, and he pulled up behind me, and I'm gonna say they were behind me for a fraction of about 20 seconds. Pulled up behind me, they both got out of the cruiser, they walked up to my driver's side window. I looked at the officer and I said, listen, man, I'm sorry, but like that guy was slowing down and speeding up, slowing down and speeding up, and I had the opportunity and I was tired of just following him around, so I passed him. I said, I apologize, I wasn't speeding to speed, I was doing this to do this. He looked at me and he looked at my buddy in the car, and he said, do you have your credentials on you? And I said, yes sir, I do. And I took out my wallet and I showed him my badge, and he said, have a good night. So, like, I don't want to say that that's abusing the system, because I did not abuse the system. I know of one of my buddies that actually did try to abuse the system like that, but not me. Like, I would have taken the fine if it would have been a fine. I would have, you know what, I was in the wrong, and I'm sure he would have diminished it to not 50 over, and I wouldn't have been that penalized. But my buddy, so I was a career firefighter, and we had volunteers in our department, just like every other department in the world. You know, we can't do everything, and it's cheaper for the cities or townships to have volunteers. So we had 4 career firefighters with the chief, and we had a bunch of volunteers. Well, I got one of my buddies into the volunteer program with the fire department, and he was one of those little cool guys there. One of those guys that's got that little 2-door coupe sports car. He had a Cobalt, and you got the spoiler on it, and the exhaust, and you know, you got to make it sound good. He was one of those guys. This is a very, very hard-working guy, though. Well, he got pulled over by the cops once, and when he got pulled over, he gave the cop his wallet. You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to give the cop your driver's license. And so he gave the cop his wallet, and when the cop opened the wallet, he had a volunteer badge in his wallet. And let's just say that the officer was not impressed. My buddy got a fine for the speeding, but he let him off the hook for flashing an officer, which is a very serious offense. A lot of people have been charged for this in the past. It's a very serious offense. Yakima! So he didn't get charged for that, but the chief was advised of the situation. The police department did contact the fire department, advising them that somebody did try to flash an officer to get out of a speeding ticket, and a notice was put out in the fire department to say, listen guys, we can't go around doing this kind of stuff there. I didn't get caught. Well, I did get caught once. I was doing 160 kilometers an hour through town, right through the core of my town once, with my personal vehicle. Now, my personal vehicle did have a light bar on the roof, which was green, because my vehicle was not contracted by the fire department. It was my own personal vehicle. And green, as a lot of people may not know, a green flashing light on a vehicle is considered by law an emergency vehicle, and you are required by law to move. Well, it's a courtesy, but I think they changed it lately. It is considered an emergency vehicle. Now, not only volunteer firefighters and career firefighters off duty have those, but doctors have those, paramedics have those when they have to get to a scene real quick. But anyway, I was at work. I was off duty from the fire department, and I was helping my brother-in-law at his farm. So I was at work, and we got a call of a guy stuck under a vehicle, and I was the officer on call. So I took off in my personal vehicle, and I had my lights flashing, and I went through town. So the farm is a little bit on the outskirts, and as I was coming into town, I seen the fire trucks going eastbound. So I took a side street to catch up to them eastbound. And then when I got to the main road of the town, of my city, I seen the fire trucks turn around. And I'm like, all right, what the frick-a-dick's going on? So I got on the radio and I said, what's going on? And they said, well, originally the call was in the east end of town, but now they're saying that the call is at the west end of town. I'm like, all right, let's go. So anyway, I took my personal vehicle and we went all the way at the end of the city limits on the west end. Now, we're not allowed. I don't know how it works in other countries. Sucker. I don't know how it works in other countries in this net, but here in my general area, we're not allowed to cross the city limits. So we had one vehicle which was considered the rescue vehicle. That rescue vehicle was allowed to exit city limits in case of an emergency. So once we got to the city limits, we let the rescue truck go ahead and go inspect what was going on up there. While we waited on the side of the highway with all our emergency vehicles, we had an ambulance there, we had a police vehicle, an OPP cruiser there, and you know, we were all waiting, and then he came back saying there's nobody there. So anyway, we called back dispatch and we said, what's going on here? And they said that the call was actually at the east end of town. So originally they were going on the right side of town. I don't know why they got turned around, but they were going originally towards the right end of town. And then I got a glimpse of the address, and it was one of my buddies. And I'm like, holy sh, you know, I gotta go. So I whipped it around. I did a donut right there on the highway, and I took off. And at this point, the ambulance was already on the way to the scene, and the OPP was already on their way to the scene as well. So I passed the ambulance doing 160 on the highway. So I was 70 over the limit on the highway. And when we went through town, I was right on the OPP, on the police cruiser's ASS, like right on his ASS, right through town, right through lights. You know what? I tried to stop. I tried to stop at lights, but I was going so fast that it wouldn't have it. It would not want to stop. Like I tried, but needless to say, we got to him, and he just punctured his lung. There was a he got crushed by a vehicle. He was working on the vehicle. The jacks let go, and he just punctured his lung. He's perfectly okay. No problem whatsoever. But afterwards, the cop came knocking at my door. And I knew the cop. And he came knocking at my door, and he says, listen, he says, I know you were doing right, and I know that you had every right intention inside of you, but at the end of the day, I can take everything from you right now. I can take your car, I can take your license, I can take everything from you right now. You were using your personal vehicle, and he says, I was doing 160 through town. I had it maxed out through town, and you were right on my ass the whole time. Yeah, I know. We had pretty much the same type of vehicles, so like, yeah, I know. So anyway, I got off the hook on that one, but yeah, moral of the story is don't do that kind of stuff. Kennewick, Jesus Christ, the achievements today, awesome, I love it. Alright, so this went pretty freaking quick. And the other moral of the story is I'm full of stories. I am full of stories, and if you want to know more, join my Discord server. I'm a lot more personal on my Discord server. I get a lot more involved. Oh shit. Are you gonna leave me room? We're good. I get a lot more personal on my Discord server than just YouTube. YouTube, I'm pretty much just talking about games 90% of the time, but on Discord, I'm a lot more personal. So go ahead and join my Discord channel. The link is at the bottom of this video description or in the about section of my channel itself. Straight to the bottom, past all that mumbo jumbo, you're gonna get a link to official Discord. That's video one. That'd be the one. All right, we're not allowed to park it, so we're just gonna do this for 90 XP. We're gonna go around the corner like this because this is an articulating trailer. It kind of acts like a B train, and they just don't allow us to park those. It's like they don't trust us or something. No, I got this. I'm good. I should have this. You know what? That's good enough. Brakes on. Uncouple the trailer. And there you have it. That was a little bit of a long trip. 2 more achievements. Leave no branch behind and logged in. So what is it, like 6 achievements we got this morning? That's awesome. Awesome. We got $69,000 for this and 2,000 XP. We're almost at level 32. That is going to be it for this video, boys and girls. I hope you enjoyed it. Before I go any further, go ahead right now. Go join the Discord and click that subscribe button. It's a click of a button. Go ahead. I'm waiting. Alright, I'm not going to wait that long. Go ahead and join my Discord server and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you in the next video.